on the beat.
See mommy Nkechi, a rapper don't tell she the kneel for grave where my uche de Papa Emeka. Don't blind from growing, Pekin don't fall, now watch up I'm raw. Me self they shake my hand no feeble. Yesterday we laughed, today I just we more. If we don't stop this night where we they share, tell me who go sing for the ones we know they.
She need the voice from under the soil. Brother, no let my blood turn to oil. Little Ada they ask where my papa go. Her small hand they shake, she no sabi this woe. I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
No, make we try yo. Back up in the day.
I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze.
Yeah, on the beat.
I see mommy Nkechi, a rapper don't tell she the kneel for grave where my uche de Papa Emeka. Don't blind from growing, Pekin don't fall, now watch up I'm raw. Me self they shake my hand no feeble. Yesterday we laughed, today I just we more. If we don't stop this night where we they share, tell me who go sing for the ones we know they.
She need the voice from under the soil. Brother, no let my blood turn to oil. Little Ada they ask where my papa go. Her small hand they shake, she no sabi this woe. I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
No, make we try yo. Back up in the day.
I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
Oh, make we try yo.
Back up joins with the trembling. Oh, hey. If we no join our children go so.
If you do not believe in what we are doing, then you better get out. We're not going to stop. God knows we can never stop until Biafra is restored. We are peace-loving people. We abhor death and killing of another soul. It's in our nature, that's how we are. But because of that, they have been coming and killing us all these years. We've kept quiet. They've been killing and killing and killing quiet. We have a case at the ICC. We have a case at Africa Union. We have a case at, what else again? Pending before the UN in New York. We've been to Geneva to tender our case. Before UN, till today, nothing. In fact, the more we complain to them, the more they come to abduct and rape our children, the more they come to kill us, the more they want to take over our land and our forests. And who told them that's going to be possible in our time? In a time in a movement that I lead. You think you can come into our land and take it over? Oh dear. That means you don't know who we are.
Take my hand.
Welcome, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world. I welcome you to this amazing program. Please like and share the program to all platforms, share to family and friends. We have come once again to share messages to all Biafrans. We've come here for more updates, to exchange views, also to share our previous program on this platform. For those who missed the program the first time it was being held, you're going to watch it now. Join the program and make your contributions. Listen to the views of the Biafrans. We must go home. Nobody is going to stop us. No amount of propaganda or blackmail is going to stop us. No matter what our enemies do, we must continue. And victory is sure. Appreciate everyone that have connected. Please like and share as you join us so that we can reach to everyone, so that everybody will get this information. It is important because Biafra is our home. Biafra is our religion. We will never stop talking, no matter what they say. Let us watch and hear the information that the Biafrans have for all of us. We must continue until we get to the promised land. For attention, for the atrocities of the terrorists in Africa. And in Africa, you have people who claim to be intellectuals, those who claim to be pastors. Some of the richest pastors in the world are from Africa. The biggest churches in the world are from Africa. Yet, in the midst of all this, none of them is talking about what is happening. The people that are making the call are still those people outside there that are still making the call on your own behalf. As for we Biafrans, the cry and the tears has been ours for a long time. But for one reason or the other, they don't pay attention. They don't pay attention. The atrocities against Christians in Nigeria, when you talk about it, it is against the Biafran people. It didn't start today. Even when they attack the Christians in the north, go and check. 80% of them are Biafrans. Anytime you hear attack against Christians, go and check. There must be a Biafran in it. But somehow, people care less about it. They don't talk about it. We shall continue. And I hope that as we are moving forward with that distraction, that we will get it right by ourselves, because nobody will do it for us except we do it for ourselves. You're welcome, my brother Greg. Thank you for joining, Greg. Let's hear you out. Greg, are you there?
Yes, Choose. Good afternoon.
You're welcome, my brother.
My greetings from here. I can see our brother Awim Bemi, Nwachuku, Nwafo, Dalo. Yes, my greetings to all Biafrans, my greetings to our leader Nnamdi Kanu, wherever he might be at this point. I extend my greetings to Mazi PM Simon Ekpa. May his blessed, may he be peace wherever he is. Let God give him peace and strength.
You see?
And my greetings to Dr. Ngozi Arabezde. My prayer for her is God's more protection and wisdom and courage. And all the cabinets, the medias, may God be your strength.
See?
Yes, my brother. You know, I will start from your program. Your topic is the end of Nigeria and its unforgivable atrocities. In Nigeria, I am challenging all the people that still praying for Nigeria. If you are a believer and you are praying for something that God did not create, for something that God did not form, for something that God did not originate, God created every human being and give them their culture and their languages. and he give them wisdom according to their culture and their everything. So, and every land, there is no land on earth that God did not bless with something they will use to survive. So if you are a Nigerian and you are praying every day, asking God for something, Lord Lugard, joined together forcefully, and knowing very well that the people that was joined at that particular time, they did not even believe themselves that they can work as a country. I can quote the father from Yoruba land, Awolowo, calling Nigeria a mere geographical expression.
Yes.
I can quote the other man from the north saying that Nigeria, the British tried to force Nigeria, knowing very well that the people they are trying to force together doesn't want to be a country and they doesn't believe in each other. They don't have the same culture and they don't have the same religion and they don't believe in one Nigeria. Even him that was saying it didn't even believe. Then I am calling on the people that come from my side, the Biafrans. Even though it was the Biafran that was forcefully used by Britain to make sure that they joined the more than 3 countries together, used Dr. Nandas Gibe, a man without wisdom, a man without intelligence and knowledge, a man that was corrupt. And Britain always liked to use corrupt people to achieve their aim. And that is still what is going on in Nigeria. That is the foundation. Some people might not agree. Many Igbos are calling him Great Zeke, or Great Africa. For me, he was nothing. He fought for independence without wisdom and without the love of his people. He was only interested because he was corrupt in praises and trying to achieve something that he cannot control. And he couldn't control. He couldn't control even his region. How much more controlling the Zeke of Africa? He only wanted to become Zeke of Africa without any having any strong foundation. So it is a pity. So your program this afternoon is the end of Nigeria. The evil country that called Britain joined Nigeria forcefully with the help of other Europeans, and they gave them 400 years to stay as a nation. You know, when people are doing something, they always think above themselves, thinking that they are God. Nobody believes that 100 years we finish so fast. So when 100 years, after the 100 years, nobody discussed and say, we have a document that brought us together. We're supposed to go and discuss about this document that brought us together. In these 100 years, we have fought war. We have not believed in this one country. So what is happening? Are we going to stay as a nation or not? And the so-called Britain that joined them with other European countries that joined them together, every day continue showing the whole world that we did not join Nigeria for them to function as a nation or for them to succeed. We only join them so that we can achieve our aim and get have our own benefit and our own gain. That is the only why they joined Nigeria. They're showing it to the whole world. Because you cannot tell me that if any European country sign agreement and say, in the next 10 years or the next 20 years, we are going to review it to know if we will work. Why did Britain, how many years was European Union formed before Britain pulled out from European Union? And said, no, they doesn't want to belong to European Union again. And they get their opportunity and they went on referendum and pulled out from European Union. If they want to come into European Union again, they will still go into referendum and they will go into Europe. If Europe accept them, they will come in. Now Trump is giving them condition in NATO because they have an agreement. So why must he come when he come into the agreement that was signed in Africa, and nobody will bring up that file? That file will remain forever and ever. Nobody will dust it and say, what is inside this file? We want to know. So why must the file of the amalgamation of Nigeria not being discussed, and nobody want to raise that issue? No European want to raise the issue. We amalgamated you more than 100 years ago, and the agreement was after 100 years. You review it. If you still want to be together, then you go to a new agreement. Why is it not being in discussion today, even in the cabinet of so-called Nigeria? Because British are benefiting, and they have all demonized all those criminals that they called the politicians and the so-called elderly men in Africa, so that they will, because as long as they are gaining and their families are gaining, every other thing it doesn't matter. So that brings me to the videos he played, because he played many videos, and those videos supposed to be discussed to some extent. He played where the bishops went to Tinubu. So all the Nigerian bishops, both Catholic, I'm a Catholic, all the Nigerian bishops, especially my Catholic bishops. So all these years, there are people who are dying in the East, the kidnapping priests. They have not kidnapped any bishop of Catholic, but it is the priests and the lay Catholics that are kidnapping. All this while, none of them were able to stand on his feet and walk into Asorok and ask Buhari what is happening. They were there when Tinubu was coming to campaign. Tinubu go and hire fake bishops, and they were there. He did not call you. Now, American president that want to stand up against all their injustices that are coming up. Now he's inviting you, and you foolishly went to his office. Is that not a shame? That means they can buy you as they buy those common men on the street. They put your clothes. A Muslim man put a attire of a Catholic bishop and some other denomination bishops attire, and give you some mechanics and some idiots, and they wore it and go and as a bishop in his campaign as a supporter. Is that not a disgrace? Was not a disgrace to all the Christians, bishops, and all the Christians on themselves? And now he's inviting you. Now he's a president. He's inviting you to come in his office, and you foolishly walk inside his office. Shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. And you are representing millions of Christians. It's a shame. My brother, it's a shame, because when you look at, I don't know why our people cannot reason. I don't know why our people cannot reason. If you go there now, maybe they give you a ticket, you come. When you want to go, then he'll give you maybe 1 million, 2 million, 3 million naira as a return ticket money. You go. That is not the Catholic I represent. That is not my Catholic. It's a shame that some of the Catholic bishops participated in that visit. I must say it. It's a shame. So the other one is you showed here is about the killings of a lady in our place by the, what do you call it? What's the name again? Udogachi. You know when our people lack wisdom, and when you carry gun, you get people that they take that gun not because they don't want to carry it, or not that they understand what they're doing, or they understand why the gun was given to them. They start using that gun to harass anybody, any person. If you go, because I witnessed about 2 or 3 when I was in Nigeria sometimes ago. So if you will be in your mechanic workshop, maybe you're going to repair your car in the mechanic. Immediately you come there, you will see about 2 or 3 of them. They walk inside that with that they are gone. You will see the way they will be asking you questions because they carry gun. You see? They will come into that mechanic workshop, trying to intimidate them. They are in vigilante, they carry gun. Why must this? Why must that? Who parked that car? Who did do this? You know, very, very crude, very raw. So why would they not be killing people? Because the person who gave them gun did not give them gun purpose because he wants them to achieve peace. He gave them gun for them to be warming up until when the election will come. That is only purpose of all these things you see. Not that they give them gun because they want them to know what they want to do. No, they gave them guns so that when the election comes, they use those guns and intimidate the opponent in order to win that election. No other thing. So that's what every Biafrans and any person who don't understand what is going on. So that is the reason. So Nigeria is a catastrophe and cannot stay one. There is nothing they will do that to make Nigeria to be one. Look at the army going to Nepal, a power company. That power company, the owners of those power companies, is it not the army that is protecting them? The owners of those companies, that energy company, are they not being protected by militaries and police? Are you trying to tell me that army and police don't know the owner of those don't know the owner of those companies? Army and police know the owner of the company. Why didn't they go to his house? They know the owners of this energy company. But they're going to the office to intimidate the common worker like me, who have nothing to offer. They will go there, they beat them, they intimidate them. And why the army protecting the owners and the champions of this company? They protect them in their car, they protect them in their house, in their gate, in everything. Going to the office to intimidate the common man because they did not give them light. They don't know where Tinubu is. Don't they know where Tinubu is and all those owners of those companies? So that is Nigeria for you. They give people gun and to intimidate the common man. They see you on the road, they intimidate you and take your car or take your money from you. Why they protect all those criminals? That is Nigeria for you. Look at them carrying gun, intimidating people. Now nothing will happen to them. Their commanders know about it. Army cannot just move without their commander asking them to go there. You see? So this is the system of Nigeria, and that is one of the reasons why we must end Nigeria. So let every region go and manage themselves. Any person that is on the Biafran government should always please remember all these necessary things. Nigeria is expired. Christians have been killing for all these years. So if we are talking about the cleanse of the Christians, we'll be talking about the expiration of Nigeria that has expired. Nigeria has expired, and the citizens have right to decide if they want to be together or not. British and European cannot force us to be together. It cannot work. So that is my message to the world and to the Biafrans and all the Igbo politicians, the Biafran politicians, the Ogoni politicians, the what do you call them? The Joe politicians, Yoruba politicians, the Efik politicians, all those Biafra people. All your politicians supposed to ask questions. Why are we not discussing the amalgamation that ended 2014, 100 years? So why is Nigeria still being forced to stay together? This question must supposed to arise now. That is my message to them. Let any other of our brother talk. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother Greg. I appreciate you. Thank you for that contribution. I can see my brother Max there. Please, Max, before you come in, let's allow our beloved sister Ojugo, because of her time frame over there, to make a contribution. Then our beloved brother Max will now weigh in. Let's hear from you, Ojugo, my sister.
Okay. Thank you so much for the privilege, my brothers. Yeah, watching the videos that you played, the thing made me sick to my stomach. Especially seeing P2B, that video of P2B. In fact, I was about to throw up. You know, but please, if you don't mind not showing that big video again, because I'm about to throw up. Oh my God! Thank you for not showing that.
My sister, very shameful. That is how they have reduced
by all means.
Arrow.
Jesus Christ! Please, thank you. Jesus. I'm telling
power.
Hey, power.
By all
Now
means.
you see that people are no longer. When I was growing up, and when they are campaigning, they are saying, "I will do this. I'll put the pipe bomb water. I'll fix the road. I will put the light. I will do this." If you watch the campaign of now, that's not the campaign anymore.
At all.
They go straight to these Fulanis. You see part of the campaign? Falling, being on the ground, eating. I could see people that I don't know when last they took their shower without wearing even slippers, ordinary flip-up, slippers on their feet. And oh God, my brother, you messed up my day today. That thing is a nice spot.
My sister Ojugo, please. I don't even have problem for him bringing himself so low to eat with those people, whether they bath or they have not bathed. But my point, when I saw it, I called a priest friend here. He's from Anambra, and we always talk about this P2B. So when I first sent him the picture, so later he saw it. He said when he saw it, he called me back about 2 hours. Say, Greg, I saw what you sent me. This is very good. This is very good. I said, wonderful, very good. So when I said yes, very very good, he paused. Then he said, is very good. I don't sure need your Facebook. I'm saying, I'm not support one. Yes, he never liked P2B. See, I like P2B. P2B his name is Greg. It's my namesake. I love him so much. But my point there is, why did he start eating with this kind of people in his hometown? I think we know that he's so humble to this level. I have been in his hometown. I know his house. I have been to P2B's house. So why is he not eating with this kind of people in his town?
That's where I was coming. Can he eat like that with his community? Is he able to do that? You see, where this slavery thing we're talking about, this amalgamation thing is we're talking about. They handed the political aspect of that zone to the Fulanis.
To the Fulanis, that's the agreement.
Like the brother said, it has expired. And when somebody is expired or something is expired, what happened? You threw it away. Anything that has expiring date will be thrown away. Human being has an expiring date and the person will die and go. So this Nigeria thing had an expiring date put on it. So like brother was asking, why are they not bringing that thing up for review? Why? And this is part of the thing that our leaders now of Biafra, Dr. Ngozi and her team will be bringing forward. That country has expired. Let's do review. That place needs to be reviewed. There need to be a referendum. They need to take people's opinion. Do we still want to be together or not? Because they cannot do it. The Europeans cannot do it. Because they benefit from there. Anything Africa is no-go area for them. They want to keep it the way it's been. Anybody saying slavery is gone, you'll be lying to yourself. What they did was to modernize it. Are we still under slavery? 100%, more than 100%, yes. Modernize. That's what they did.
Yeah.
So that people don't see it as slavery. But are we there? Yes. So we need to start fighting the way United States liberated themselves fully, completely. That's why if you're in school here and you spell certain word like the British would do, they will cross it out for you. They will put minus a point for you. We need to really, really, really stay away, like whatever we can do, because we're still under slavery. And these people will not let us until we start hitting that source. Because there is a source, that is something that they attach themselves to. They are parasite. And if you don't forcefully get their mouth out of it, either get their mouth out or destroy all of them with that, they will not be out of our life. And for the Christians, these bishops and pastors and whatever they call themselves, they form what is called CAN. Where does CAN come in all this situation? You don't hear about them. And of all the places they can go, because they are respected, they can find their way in international televisions and this for interview. No, it's Tinubu. As they're going, they did that during Buhari, if you remember. They went to Buhari, and as they were going, they were all carrying Ghana must go back.
Exactly.
I don't know if somebody can get that video. They were carrying Ghana must go back, if you remember.
I remember the video. I remember the video. I was actually.
Yes. They were entering a bus. I think they get like a bus or something, and they were all entering with the Ghana must go back. That's exactly what they're doing now. They went there to do, not to discuss the death of our people. No.
Exactly.
No. None of them have, it's just few or one in the north that are crying out loud. All the ones in the Biafra land. Now, it's Sunday donation. Sunday donation. That's all they care for. They put up a school. People that help them put up that school cannot put their children in that school. So they are part of our problem. They are part of our problem. So, but I'm happy we are standing up. We're standing up. And we're standing up against them, against the politicians, because they are part of it. For them not to use their pulpit and speak, preach out, say enough is enough. This, please, before I forget, Mr. Chooks, I told you about something yesterday. I don't know, how do I get either your number? Because I will need, when you call that off, what I told you yesterday to cut off and then send out. How do I get, maybe in the chat, your number, so that I will save it and call you. Then you have my number. So as soon as you get that, send it to me. I will spread it like fire, so that all this Ibubagodem and whatever that serve Nigeria should go to Nigeria. Biafra land is not Nigeria. They can go to Nigeria and do their job with their masters, so that anybody that refuses to heed to this message, you have yourself to blame. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, my sister. You can take my number down. You just send me a message so that I will send it to you on WhatsApp. Can you hear me?
Let me get a pen handy.
Okay. It is so sad, the kind of things we are seeing. We will keep on fighting, and the more we try to fight all this out, sometimes it will seem as if we are not doing anything. But the problem is that most of us, more especially those who call themselves our speakers, both in politics, in religion, they are the worst of the worst. They are the worst. Our politicians don't care. It is about them. You see one of them sitting on the ground. All they go is they will go up to Sokoto to go and tie turban on their head. Swear different kinds of oaths.
Putting up a school for people that do not want education. Doesn't make sense. Education is not their problem.
It's so sad. They don't care. They don't care.
Okay. I'm down to my office space. Okay. You can give it to me.
Okay. Plus 447.
447.
864.
864.
397.
397.
169.
169.
Yeah.
Okay. I will save it on WhatsApp and then I'll give you a call so that you can get my number.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, my brother.
Yeah. So, my Bro Max.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Your Kenny is here.
No, take it from there. Fire on. Let's hear you out.
Your Kenny is fully grounded, and I'm angry, very, very angry. I have never witnessed an Igbo man going so low, stooping, desecrating the Igbo-ness and the Igbo-hood in him, the pride of an Igbo man, the dignity of an Igbo man. People, you don't have any value system with them. These are the people that you try to please them simply because you want to get political appointment. You want to become the president. You cannot learn. Sorry for my bad manners. I salute each and every one of you. Mazi Craig, Nemoche, that just spoke. You, my brother, Mazi Chooks, all the people in the comment section, those that are listening to us in any platform that you have, I say may God continue to bless you. Bless Mazi Namdekano, bless Amon Ekpa, protect our enemies. And I would like to use this opportunity before I go into this other one. I would like to use this opportunity to say, Mazi Namdekano, a judge has been assigned on Mazi Namdekano's case. James Omotosho. My people, you go and read. Is it in Opinion Write-Up, Opinion Nigeria, whatever? Go and read Pastor Maxwell Nebuihe, one of the pastors that has been so strong for Mazi Namdekano, although he was criticizing Simon Ekpa. Read out, was it yesterday or day before yesterday? He sent me the video because I am on the same platform. I have his number and was reading the atrocities Omotosho has also committed, forgery, criminal activities, and so many things. Anyone that has Kelek in Nigeria, any of them that is corrupted in Nigeria with the system that they are operating, that is the person that they will always go and assign to an innocent man to oversee, to preside over the affairs of an innocent man. If you read the Judicial Council report on James Omotosho, you will know that even Bintanyako is better than this other one. I'm telling you the truth. When you look more than, I think it was, the man read it, more than 10 paragraphs or so. I have the video. When I finish, I will send it to you. By Pastor by Pastor Maxwell Nebu here also. Yes. You see, these are the kind of society. These are the kind of people that we are dealing with. Now, let me go to this man. See, let me tell you, my people, the only solution for you and I know that I am not directly affected by what is going on, but I am indirectly affected because I have families. I have each and every one of you, Nemoches and my Namoches, old and young, in that land called Biafra, which is under occupation. I am affected. Ndị Igbo anyị si na ihe ọwụ na mere imi ga-efekwa anya. And a na-ekwuru ntị ntị anụrụ ụbọchị onye na-egbu isi abịa isi ntị eso ya pụọ. We've been telling these people quite a very long time now for them to reassess themselves, know what they want, and know how to go about it. Nigeria is no solution for the Biafran people. Nigeria is not meant for the betterment of an average Igbo-speaking Biafran. It is meant to intimidate and to harass and to put you on the ground. That is what Nigeria is meant for you. And that is exactly how the United Kingdom designed it. United Kingdom will look at the most useless, empower them to control the wise. That is what they do. That is what the United Kingdom did in Nigeria. They look at them, they look the same thing they did to my own town. Today we have chieftaincy problem in Upper East region, Boko. My father is from Kusase tribe. And we have strangers that came and settled. We are the only indigenous people in Upper East region. The Kusase people. And the majority in Upper East region. There is a group they call Mamprusi that came in there. These are settlers that came, were doing their businesses, and we gave them a place to stay. And when they came, the British came, they now find them like people that are well organized and impose warrant chiefs on them, abandoning the indigenous people because we never wanted the white people, the British, in our area. When we chased them away, they now went to this Mampusi people and now form a clique over there. Use them now because we did not welcome them. They use them now to attack us, change our traditional suits and customs, thinking that that is how it's going to be. We have gone to court. We have gone to Supreme Court. They ran away from the Supreme Court. The Otunfo Asantihene II has also come. Tell them that no, a foreigner cannot come and give you an authority, empower you traditionally over the indigenous people. See, this people doesn't want it. And they are just like a small area, small marketplace. And they are playing politics with it. When it enters into their brain, they will block the ball. Katanga way, the only way to Kumasi and to go to my place and begin to attack people. And if you leave us again now to go to them, we are going to envelop them and cover them. But we don't want to do that because we intermarried. Our cousins are the other side. There was a time we blockaded them. They could not even get water to drink. That is the same thing we are going through in Upper East region between the Kusasi indigenous people and the Mampusi people. The same British. The same group of people. The same evil people. But they will go and carry out a referendum to leave the EU, and it happens to them. They can grant referendum to the Scots. But they will not allow the Biafrans to conduct their own referendum. It is an anathema to them. Because they believe that, oh, once Biafra comes, knowing how these Biafra people were moving before the Civil War, that they will not match these people. Even now, as I'm talking to you, Biafra comes now. Most of these European countries will not match the progress and development that the Biafran people will bring upon themselves because they have thrown us backwards. We are itching to get our land. We are itching to get our freedom. We are itching to get the recognition of our sovereignty of the United States of Biafra. This people doesn't want to give it to us. That is where you see fools. Evil elders of Igbo-speaking extraction of the Biafran people going to stoop solo to dine with demons, group of people that have made you what you are today. Is that not shameful? I am not surprised, Mazi Chooks, and each and every one of you that is listening to me. I am not surprised at all. A man that will willingly preside over the killing, the buying of his own people, Biafran agitators, and throw them in a zoo river. What do you think that person would do? A man that told you that once he became the president, that his interest is to look at how to develop the North, and abandoning you. A man that will go and tell you that Biafra died 50-something years ago. Is that the kind of person that that would do something to you now and you are surprised? Don't be surprised, because that is their way. The same spirit, the spirit of betrayal and jealousy that was found, and corruption that was found in Azekes, in Nnamdi Azikiwe, is the same thing that is happening to them. They call him wise man. Wise man will go die of foolish man backyard. Wise men that die in foolish man backyard. That is who they are. That is what they are. And we refuse to take that kind of assertion from. We cannot take it from them. And that is the reason why we are doing what we are doing. They can call us any name. They can call us anything. They can attack us in any way. We don't care. We are fighting for what we deserve, what we want. That is the freedom of the Biafran people, and the freedom of that land, and the restoration of dignity of that land. That is what we're fighting for. We are not invading anybody's space. Our people are fighting to leave a corrupt system that is so bad, so evil, that encourages and breeds evil. That is what we want to leave. We don't want to be infested with this kind of people. The Sahelian attitude that they brought into that geographical expression, as Sawulo called it. We don't want to be a partaker of it. That is the reason why we're doing what we're doing. So my people, nobody's going to, what you see, let me tell you, they've been buying people. In some places, like the bishop from Benue State was reading out in America, in White House. They've been displacing them. Even the government self is telling they are going to relocate them. Relocate them to where? One, the man asked a very vital question that needed answer. If you relocate, they have been displaced. Yes, they are in displaced camps. And the government is telling, oh, we are going to relocate you to a different place. If you relocate them to a different place, what happens to their ancestral land? Ancestral land,
That is the question. For people who are born in IDP camp, they grew up there. What happened to the ancestral land?
Our ancestral land, the Hamas, the Chuks, or Baroko. Who is going to occupy those places now? Their ancestral land. Who is going to occupy it?
They've given it to terrorists.
The Fulanis. Because this is the plan of the United Kingdom, to use that place to relocate them and establish them. That is what they are doing. That's what they are doing. So the buying of Christians, look at the mayor of Canterbury, the bishop of Canterbury. You are there. Your church is an extension of your church. It's in the zoo, and your flocks are being killed. Your members are killed by the way they are dealing with them. You cannot talk because gas is flowing. When you speak, you are going to, invoke the anger of the zoo. They won't give you gas. They won't give you crude oil. All the money that you are getting from Commonwealth every year from the zoo, you will no longer get it again. Your businesses will be marked. That is what they are afraid of. And that is the reason why they are selling their dignity for a plate of rice. That is what they are doing. Immediately after that conference, what did Bola Tinubu do? A known drug lord that paid over $400 and something thousand to evade to free himself from going to jail. He bought his freedom in the United States. And today he's there. He has been there when Christians and churches were being piled, burnt, respectively. He was there when the agitators, IPOB, members of the indigenous people of Biafra, were being destroyed anyhow. Their houses were bombed with helicopter gunships and so on and so forth. Soldiers enter into their quarters and begin to burn churches, burn markets, destroy houses and so on and so forth. He was there. He never spoke. But immediately after this conference, and Nigeria, the zoo was about to be included into a nation of concern or interest or whatever they call it, CPC or so. Overnight, he now called the bishops. The bishops of Nigeria foolishly, idiotically, imbecilically, they entered. What did they go there to do? Where were you when your flocks were murdered, senselessly fired in that Nigeria? Where were you? You could not speak, but the president called. Even the communique of what they did, the communique they did not release. Nobody knew. Nobody knows what they discussed there. I have not. Mazi Chooks, if you have seen the communique, please share it with us so that anybody in the comment section, please share the discussion, the resultant effect of their meeting in that evil cove called Asoro. If you have what they said that they communicate, please share with us. Me, I have never heard it today. I have never heard.
I've not
They
heard.
have collected.
You know their secret. They will not talk about it now. It's secret. They only collect their.
Good.
Just like my sister said, they collect their handbag and they go home.
Good. They don't collect their share. They are gone. They have been silenced. They will never talk again. They will not talk again.
It is not even about talking. It is not about talking. They will go underground and begin to write petition to the US to forget about the designation of Nigeria, that they will can be able to sort out their problem. That is what they will be doing.
But what they should understand is this. I do not know. Even the embassies, the diplomatic corps in Nigeria, I don't know the kind of report they are sending to their home country. Because that is their eye in that country. What that bishop, what IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going through, what Mazi Simon Ekpa is going through, what Igboho went through, did they not see it? The buying of agitators that did not commit any crime, that never bore arms, didn't they see it? As for Britain, we know what Britain can do. When these things were happening, innocent youths in Nigeria NSAS were pied, senselessly pied. People that were reciting their national anthem and flag. What the British High Commissioner as at that time was doing was to shuttle east, shuttle north, shuttle west, and shuttle just to make Nigeria to be one. Nigeria to be one. Nigeria. And immediately she traveled Catriona land. Immediately she traveled to Iguacha and met the small Hitler. The indigenous people of Biafra were killed and thrown into the rivers as well. Wike, a young man that looks like a grandfather, great-grandfather, the evil that you people have committed against the innocent people in that zoo, against the Biafran people who hunt you people. And I'm using this opportunity to tell America, America is something. Yes, thank you for recognizing that Christians are senselessly slaughtered. Indigenous people like IPOB are senselessly slaughtered. The members of the United States of Biafra as well are senselessly slaughtered the way they are doing it. What have you? Making statements and sanctions will not be a panacea for what has happened in Nigeria and what is about to happen to Nigeria if it is not called disintegration, granting people the opportunity to assess themselves and say, this is the way we want to go, just like the United States of Biafra has done, is the right thing to do. So that the growth, the advancement of terrorism in West Africa is curtailed. Because if these people are allowed to overwhelm Nigeria, the rest of the African countries will be a walk in the park. Because there are a lot of resources, especially in Biafra land, that they are fighting, that they are eyeing. Everybody is going to be eliminated, God forbid. It is not enough to issue statements on warnings or sanctions, threat of sanctions. The Biafran people have said and declared that they don't want to remain in contraption. And that alone will put a stop to the advancement and growth of terror in West Africa. And Biafrans will make sure we deal with them and will make sure we stop them from advancement. We'll make just like we did in the past. United States of America, EU, United Nations, give us the opportunity in the United States of America, recognize us so that we will be a barrier, a stumbling block for all the atrocities of this people. If you cannot do it by the special grace of Chukwukika Abiyama, we will do it ourselves. And we will do it ourselves because we value our life, we value our culture and tradition, and nobody from anywhere, whether from the support of the United Kingdom, will make us, will subdue us into accepting a tradition that we know nothing about. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Thank you so much, my brother. You have spoken well, and we must continue. The atrocities of these criminals is so much, and we must not get distracted. When my brother was talking, I was just thinking, and I was just telling myself, every single thing we are doing today as a kind of exposition are things that they know. Every country in this planet that matters have their embassies in Nigeria. Amnesty International have more than enough report about the atrocities of the Nigerian government, atrocities of their military or whatever, the terrorists they are sponsoring. They have all these facts with them. But at the same time, they will always come back and they will want us to go extraordinary miles. They will begin to expect. I don't know what, I can't just understand what they're expecting us to do. Just like when Finland is today pretending not to know what is happening in Nigeria. Finland that Mazi Simon furnished them with every information before ever he started this agitation. We saw it. Mazi Simon came on video the day he was going to the presidency. It was on video. He went there. Then the DOS BC said that he went to the hotel. They never believed that he was part of the government. On video, Mazi Simon went and submitted. The video is still on my platform on Facebook. When he submitted the full details of the atrocities of Nigeria and why he has to embark on this very journey of restoration of Biafra. Before the declaration, he went to them also and he tendered what he wants to do. Every atrocity of Nigeria, they are piled up. I think they are piled up and they submitted to Finland authorities. But today, they are still pretending that they tell us they are looking for evidence. We are looking for evidence. We are waiting for Nigeria to furnish us with evidence. Well, the global conspiracy is very, very clear. And that is why it is clear that we have to fight for ourselves and nobody will do that for us.
Massachusetts, let me just add this before my brothers come in. You see, Finland was ready to support, and they were ready to support me. I was even surprised. That is why any platform that you and I were sharing before, Linda TV show, I would tell you that let's always pray for Finland, because that country is a very small country. And what they are doing is only God that is going to protect them and guide them and give them the strength to do what they are doing. United Kingdom could not do it. United Kingdom doesn't want to come out to show you that they are the one that is pressuring them. Do you know who they go to? They first of all impose an evil man in Nigeria and assign France to him. Did you remember that they went to Germany before? Germany refused. Did you remember? Ali Nonyema approached the German people, the German government. Then what did they do? France, they knew that, oh, Francophone are taking them off from their own places. They are answering up. UK was very, very shaky. If we allow this to continue, this will use and let's go and get that particular. The first of all arrested, detained Cho of Amazonia. Then immediately after that, there was a program we had on space. When I said, I am scared of what is about to happen, I said it. One of our brothers came to my DM and said, I should not say that. I said, that is how I feel it, because this pressure that is coming now from England, from United Kingdom, using France and Bola Tinubu, we will feel it. Oh, that's what I told him. I think it was within that period they inducted Finland into NATO. I say, Otilo, look at it. Oh, that small country, Finland, how are they going to stand the pressure, the political pressure, the diplomatic pressure that UK, United Kingdom especially, will mount on them? How are they going to survive it? Before we realize the worst has happened, our prime minister was called in, was detained, and so on and so forth. Now it is history. We are here now. This is exactly what has happened. This is exactly what has happened. So, my brother, these people, they know they cannot. They are fighting because the feeding bottle that they've been feeding for more than 60-something years or since amalgamation is about to be taken away from them. This is Kuka. Kuka has never spoken. He spoke one time and go away. He spoke one time and go away. Even the conference that Benue bishop went, he did not go. These are people, I will not say he has collected money or so, but the system has a way of, giving them something into their accounts. Oh, Father, for this, for this, then there are more. Picture come like the pig in the creek. Their mouth go make which come, they won't speak. Their flocks will be, will be destroyed, and they will not speak. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. Why I brought up this man's picture, every one of us know him, Koka. He is one of the people that went to Tinubu for that very discussion. And Tinubu have rewarded him with a position. Tinubu gave him, said, Tinubu appoint Bishop Koka as Pro-Chancellor of Federal University of Applied Science in Kaduna.
Okay.
A man that they are killing his people. A man that they are killing his people. After they went that meeting with Tinubu, yesterday now they've announced his appointment. Yesterday, they appoint him as Chancellor, Pro-Chancellor of Federal University of Applied Science in Kaduna. These are the people who will come and speak big grammar. People who are supposed to represent you as a Christian. His people in the north are dying. He's busy collecting. Somebody like him is supposed to be in the US where this complaint is being led. But look at what he's doing. What a shame. What a shame. My brother Akonye Wetere, go on. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, so good afternoon. Oh,
You're welcome.
brother, thank you very much for for your work. Oh, you are doing wonderfully well. Good afternoon to Uncle Maxwell and Greg.
Ndewo nna m. Anyị agịtere gị na mma. Anyị adịrị anyị na mma.
So, to add to what we are discussing, I want to take us back to draw some analogies that will make us to understand P2B and their likes. I believe that all of us still remember the Ekumeku War, how long it lasted, and what happened immediately the war ended. These are histories that are there. And these histories, the Oyibo that we are clamoring for them to help us, it is on the tip of their fingers. Their elders knows more about it. So we are a different people. If we could take the white 40 years and they could not displace us, rather they inducted us into the system and brought out their plan B, which is divide and rule. How are we thinking that they will come to make us to stand again? Now I will go to the King of Belgium, Leopold II. The later he admonished the missionary that they sent to Africa. What that the letter contained. Maybe Uncle Chooks, you will browse it, you bring it up, you will then read it for we Biafrans. It will give us more understanding of who the white are and how they break us and set up all these hooligans that we call our leaders today. And it will help shape our understanding, the reason why they are behaving the way they are behaving, the likes of P2B. Now, before you analyze who P2B is, you have to ask yourself, who made P2B? How did this almighty P2B came to be? How did this almighty P2B make his money? It will give you a better understanding of who P2B is. I have said it in several platforms, even on your platform, I've said it countless number of times, that during 2023 election, being that by the special grace of God, I do study about history, and that is what I gain from listening to Nnamdi Kanu, because I was a science student. But while listening to Nnamdi Kanu from 2015, he made me to start making research, because at the end of every of his program, he will give you one assignment. Like when he told us to go and check about Ibuku, the first people to smelt iron. So, and that is the same thing that Simon did. There's never a day that Simon will come to speak to the Biafrans that at the end of his teaching or his broadcast, that those that did believe on Biafra will not have something to go and check and verify, so forth and so on. Now, all these people that we call our leaders, they know what they are doing. My uncle, Uncle Maxwell, is talking of a minority that is disturbing their people today. That is why I'm talking of all these letters, all this history. Where Britain could not, the combination of Britain and other countries, the European countries that came to conquer Africa, they started from Congo, madly stretching down to Igbo land. When they met our people, they could not penetrate our people. They could not combat our people face to face and conquer us. Are we trying to tell ourselves that there were no messaging who sent them about the people they met in Igbo land? The War of Ekumeku lasted till 1909, and it was in 1914 that the amalgamation of Northern and Southern Protectorate happened in Nigeria. And when you go back to that history, you discover that before then, the wave of Christianity has come into our place. They started building our people with false doctrine. They build our people and they generated the saboteurs. And those generation of saboteurs, P2B, the likes of Atezedem, and all these politicians, they fall into it. Will anybody tell me any trace of P2B wealth in Igbo land? None. Apart from Hero, that he did not, he just co-own Hero.
He says he's a trader, a mumu trader.
It's only Hero that he co-owned. He had a share in Hero. But when you go to Port Harcourt, P2B business is scattered in Port Harcourt. Come to Lagos, P2B business is scattered there. And you are telling him to fight for you. You are talking of Kuka. Did he get married? The problem we are having, I'm sorry to say it, the problem we are having is the Christianity. I'm sorry to say it, but I will say it. They are our problem. They are our problem. Why wouldn't Kuka go and eulogize Tinubu? Why wouldn't Kuka talk about people that have been killed? How many of his children have been killed? Nande abu moge, nande abu mwage. Different there. Ihe be hani, ihe be him. Very clear difference there, Bama. Ona ka ndị ọcha siri bata ma anyị arụ wee debe. Ọ bụrụ na ndị niile na-ekwu okwu nwere onwe a bụ ndị Igbo, that is why I want to speak in Igbo, na ha ga-aghọta ka ndị ọcha si afụ anyị by going back to history, study extensively about ndị be anyị na Nigeria, that Igbo people. Mara ka ndị ọcha siri break ya. All the introduction of whatever ndị ọcha may introduce. Bịara kụkọta isi ndị Igbo niile ọnụ. Look at what is happening in Rivers State today. Today, as of today, they blow one pipe. The pipe they are laying from Nigeria to Niger that will pass Mali, that is going to Europe. That money from Ghana. The Asawana boys, they blow it today. Now, the tension in River State now, they are trying to make it tribal tension. Igbo versus Ijo. The buffoon in the creek is now coming, telling Wike that you are Igbo. Trying to tell them that he has Igbo blood in him, but he is now Ijo. Telling us that his father, his grandfather, Idi Abale, did not come to Ijo land as a slave. But still, he want to fight the Kwere people. Pendela motivating them. All plan and the Britain and draw. Can happen okwu ha. But all those things important gasịrị. Ndị niile lega anyị. Ha je chọgasie gala Google. Browse gasị all those things. Ị gụọ ya. Onyere gị aka ịghọta onye bụ. I water case afugila even the war laga on la Congo. Rwanda see the stance of Rwanda. Check all those things. He carry it down to Igbo land. The people in the leadership now, they understand Akageji so ndị Igbo. If Rumboso Obuna, ndị lachi anyị now, na this USB, ga-amata na ndị Awụsa anwa, these charlatans na-ekwu Ngozi Fulani, abụghị our problem. Okay, let me make this instance. Burkina Faso are they Christian? If we go to them and we are chanting Fulani, Hausa Fulani, Burkina Faso, the dominant tribe there, is it not Fulani? Is it not the same thing that Fulani is doing in Nigeria that they have succeeded in doing in other Western Africa?
I'm agreeing with I don't think so. They are not dominant in Burkina Faso. We have different. Even my own tribe, Kusasi, we form greater part of the Burkina Faso too because we share border with them. Some of our people are in Ghana, Upper East region. Some are across the border in Burkina Faso. There are other tribes. Fulanis are migrants. They are not there.
See, sir, I'm not talking of the indigenous people. I'm talking of the people in the helm of affairs, their leadership, the people that is manning their leadership post. Maybe I will make studies again. But what I'm trying to say there is not whether they are the majority or what. What I'm trying to say is that the Biafra we are looking for, when we watch the way Nnamdi made his evangelism, the way Simon preached, at a time in their preaching, they were not after tribes again. They were not after, if they want to talk to Fulani, they were not after the generality of Fulani again. They were after, and that is what Nnamdi did when he created ESM. I'm trying to tell our people that some idiot will preach that Ngozi is working with the Fulani, and that will be their focal point of them to run with the propaganda and as well develop hatred for their leader. I want to tell them that those people are the will I call them minimal of our problem, because when we get Biafra, Fulani will still come. Fulani will still come and live in Biafra. I will not chase them. Hausa will still come and live in Biafra. You will not chase them. Because if you go to Burkina Faso now, I don't know the tribe that Ibrahim Traore is from, and you start tabling the matter, our matter to him, and he now comes online and discover that you have been talking bad about, you have not been diplomatic in talking about Fulani, he might collect our letter and decide to put it. But when we read history, we will come to an understanding on how to handle issues that we are having at hand. So what am I trying to say now? The earlier our leaders now know that those people that we are shouting that is our problem is not even our problem. Even if Fulani call them and give them money, and we now decide to sanitize them, because upon Simon on now, I'm going to declare Biafra. Now some governor Kagi Boso. This movement Ghana ona Pito Bela Kwari Ejidea Sebukweli Ebuo si Jidea Bochigodi ofu ebe ejide ofu onye jide mmadụ na ifu ndị nkele ejidebere ekwughariba okwu. Ndị nkele ejidebere ekwughariba okwu because na bụ ihe ndị ọcha mere mgbe ha lụzuru ekumekwu war ha werezie anyị bata anyị n'ime nọgide o tiri ha chọrọ ịpụ ha bịazie ha gakwuru ndị na-enweghị ọnụ agwa ha na anyị ga-akwụnyere unu na ndị anụnwa bụkwa ndị nwe ndị a nwe ebe a na anyị kwụnyere unu now unu agba mbọ jide ha. That is why ha ji divide ya all the tribe, destroy ya all the indigenous people n'ala Igbo, were ego nye ndị, were akụ nye ndị labụghọ ndị na-eche maka ndị Igbo. Okwu Peter Obi na-ekwu o nwere akụ ya, o nwere ihe na-enye ego dị n'ala Igbo, but ife ebe ndị mmadụ na-edefend ya nlajụ ma onye anụnwa ọnwụjukwara ara afọ. Obi Kuba na ego niile ọ na-akpa onwego eni akụ ya bara uru, ọkụ ihe ọ na-azụ ekere ndị Igbo na-abụ keke na pep, but ọ dị bizi arụ ụlọ, arụpụsị ụlọ, arụ nga ihe niile na Abuja. So these are the people that is our problem. These are the people that is our problem. And this problem bụ ihe ndị ọcha mere initiate n'ime ha. But when you read history, when all the people talking about this Biafra dig our history, you will be able to decode it and see these people in their clearer picture. Because during 2023, I hate Peter Obi. I was telling people about Peter Obi, and I've said it on this air that they wanted in 2 occasions. Ndị Igbo bai chọrọ ịkụ m ihe. The first one, they said I am a Fulani, beside the Ebonyi is a Fulani people. The second one, one wanted to beat me. So these are the problem we have. Somebody will just rise up, defend what is not defendable, and that is why they have allowed Nnamdi to be there. And I've said it on your platform that Tinubu is not going to release Nnamdi. He will use Nnamdi as a bet at the tail end of 2026 or early 2027. You see, this year, they're not going to release Nnamdi. Tinubu will use Nnamdi to win 2027 election. And Peter Obi will not rule Nigeria. Everybody should go and mark my word. Peter Obi, even vice president, Peter Obi will not be. Peter Obi will not rule Nigeria. So, ndị Igbo niile na-anụ olu m ma ndị bụ okwoze eme ọzọ, maybe ekwucha ha gala azụ, ha sịla ekwujuola ha na nwanne ha, maybe onye Anambra, maybe onye ebe. The earlier I sit up, okwu m kwuru mbọsị afọ nsịrị, onye chọrọ ime Biafra, ya were aka ya jee matagodi ihe Biafra bụ n'onwe ya, echezina ka mmadụ kpọgị ya, ka mmadụ kọwara ihe Biafra bụ. Were aka gị mata ihe Biafra bụ. Ịmata ha n'ihe Biafra bụ, ọ ga-elidi gị mata onye bụ. Mgbe iji mata ihe la abụọ a, ịmazi ihe mere iji ekwu okwu Biafra. Mgbe ahụ, mmadụ aga egonwuzi gị. And for ndị ọcha, ndị be anyị nọkọla asị na ndị ọcha ga-enye anyị Biafra. Nkwukwe ya bụkwara na nkwuru okwu nwatakịrị maọbụ okwu onye na-amaghị ihe. Ndị ọcha, the Europeans, they will never look on our way. Because they discovered that revolution and awakening is now coming up in Biafra, in Africa. And when Biafra come, it will jump up to gear 12. They will never let us go. If we are waiting for them to come and tell us and tell Nigeria, they can never let us go. But if we come back, make U-turn, come back and do the purging within ourselves and start gaining our land, then they will see that they cannot call us back again. For the fact that Finland will enter into discussion, agreement to arrest Simon, that should be a very clearer signal to whomsoever that is speaking for Biafra, both Dr. Ngozi and Ogenkere. If they hit the Westerners hard, even as they are in US, they should be rest assured that they will be arrested. If you go against the West, they will catch you. The thing we should do, I don't know, but I will say it. Our people should engage themselves with the history of Biafra. History of who the Igbo people are. Understand yourself. This identity crisis, we should understand ourselves, value what we have, and now start coming back. Because when we understand who we are, this sabotual aganihu a sabotage anyị. Ọ ga-eme anyị aghọta onye anyị bụ akwụsị sabotage onwe anyị. O nwere okwu nkwuru nwanne sịrị ndị na-eme Biafra na ngosi na-eme ya. Ya gbaa mbọ fụ na ọ na-eme ihe guzoro because ya ga-abụ our plan for tomorrow. If it is Nigeria ga-eji aka destroy onwe. But ọ bụ na USB pending the time Simon ya apụta or Nnamdi Kanu, ndị nọ n'isi gbagha na mbọ eme the right thing, create weather enabling ground ha le create now, eme things onye ahụ ngozi si eme ya, so that mgbe ọ ya etisa ka ọ bụ na enwego ebe anyị agbakwuru. And ndị nke kala akụ asịrị kaka na-ekwugheri kakala eme propaganda, ha mara na o ji mbela ala ji onwe ya, because when you continue ọhụ eme wo ala ya si na egbu ala egbu onwe ha anya ala egbu. Ebupụta news m ga-akpọ ndị be nke m na video, onwe onye ala egbu, onwe onye ala egbu. Ha form a good strategy ga-enyere anyị aka ka anyị ghọta ndị anyị bụ, jide onwe anyị sila aka ndị ọcha pụọ. Ọ bụ na ọ bụghị ya, ndị ọcha ga-akwa ata akala enye ha ndị ara ọ dịkwa possible, because ha abụghịkwa ndị iberibe to bite the finger that is feeding them. Africa is feeding Europe, Britain, and the rest of them. They will make sure that they keep us in this day now for them to keep flourishing. But when we discover how they have planned and partitioned the game, we will begin to undo it. And when we start undoing their plan by understanding the code they are using to follow us, our salvation, our liberation, our freedom will be there in our faces, and we will embrace it. Thank you.
Thank you for your contribution. So, my fellow Biafrans, wherever you are listening from, we must continue to do what we are doing, and our freedom will definitely come. We are not relaxing or hoping on any Messiah to come to our rescue. As Biafrans, we will do our own part. Every one of us have a responsibility in this pursuit of freedom. And just like one of the message of Mazen Nandekano at the stage, he said, Mazen Nandekano said he will never support anybody that is putting every blame on white. He said white people do you what people do. They have gone for a very long time. What are we still doing? Mazen Nandekano said it. He no longer supported the issue of racism or whatever. That he can never support that kind of nonsense anymore. There are people who have to sit up. Just like Chavez came to Africa to fight for freedom. When Chavez came to fight with which country to support some Africa to fight, he couldn't be able to stand because he said that the Africans cannot do without their stomach. They will always put their stomach first before their freedom. They can't put their freedom first before their stomach. So that is a general problem that every one of us have, and we have to fight it individually. The way I look at things that are happening, when you see things that are happening, even in the issue of blaming religion, I don't even blame religion in any of those things. Because this is a thing of choice. We made our choice what we want, and we pursued our stomach. If you want to talk of tradition now, look at tradition. Is it not this one that this one that swear in the name of whatever, Adandembo and whatever? Finally, with all the tradition, where is she today?
Where is she today? So it's about individuals. It is about individuals. There are some of us that don't have conscience, and it is people that will only put their own personal interest forward. Personal interest. Even during the colonial masters and all the things that religion brought or whatever, they still brought some good things. They still brought you hospital. They brought whatever. At the end of the day, some of us, you will choose the bad one, and we left those good ones they brought. And they have left us for so many years now. We are still there. Nobody is saying that the pursuit of Biafra is going to be easy. It is going to be a task that every one of us must tighten our belt. It is going to be a very great task. But we cannot be an island at the same time. There is no way you can try to be a nation without still the hand of this West will still be there. There was one program about Sam made. He said, at the end of the day, it will end on the round table, and the interests of the West will always be protected. That's how the world functions. You can't change it. The way the world operates, you cannot change it overnight. Look at Burkina Faso. Even when it looks impossible for Burkina Faso, look at what they are doing today. If that Burkina can stand up, a little country like that, that small Burkina, will stand up to them. They never believe it. But the opportunity came. And luckily for them, they were very well positioned. And they went to Russia. And Russia backed them up. Today, they are moving out and moving out completely without any distraction. And that is why in our own time, that opportunity is presented. The same opportunity Burkina has is presenting itself to us now. The only thing we need to do is to keep ourselves positioned properly. So that when that call is being made, we will not be found wanting. If Burkina, we are not well positioned, they will not seize this opportunity they had. If they were not well positioned, they will not seize the opportunity. They were well positioned, and lucky for them, Traore, somebody who has that confidence is there, who has the wisdom, the knowledge, who cares about his own people was there. Without the Russia backing them up, they will not do what they are doing today. They will go nowhere. That is, the world have been structured the way it should be, and there is nothing you can do about it. There is nothing anybody can do. If you want to get out, you must pass through that process. They have partitioned it, and there are certain people that must dictate what happened. The success you are seeing in Burkina today is because of the backup of Russia. A solid backup. The problem came and the channel opened and they waited on it. And they are making good use of it. Today, that same channel is about to open. It's about to open in the US. That is why sometimes when I see this distraction that we are seeing in our midst, it is painful. It is painful. And in the midst of that distraction, the hand of our enemies are still there. They are still there. But by the special grace of once we are well positioned, there is nothing anything can happen. Anything can happen. There's nothing that is impossible on the planet Earth. There's nothing that is impossible. The possibility of us having our nation is there. Only one support is what we need. And the opportunity is presenting itself. It's presenting itself gradually. They can continue to hold my son if they care. They can continue to hold him if that is what will make them happy. But the more they hold him, the more that opportunity will create itself again. The same thing, the more they hold Mazen Nandikan, that's an opportunity that is presenting itself. Those of us who still have some freedom, position ourselves well, forget about our personal interests. Forget your personal interest. And this forgetting your personal interest is in every ramification, whether you are on media, whether you are in the Liberation Army, whether you are in administration, whether you are in finance, wherever you find yourself, whether you are just yes member, supporter, forget your own personal interest. Always concentrate on our collective interest. If you do, when that time comes for that opportunity, we will all key in and move with it. What is happening in Burkina today? Nobody believes it can ever happen. A little country there like that to face France and evict France within a space of short time. They evicted France in a twinkle of an eye. It's just like a movie. France themselves didn't even believe it. They never believed what happened. They didn't know how it happened. This Goliath we are seeing today, this Nigerian British Goliath, we can still do the same thing. It can happen. You will wake up one day, you see things have changed. That is what the most important thing, that we position ourselves at the right place, at the right time, doing the right. And in our own mind, individually, forget about that your personal interest. Keep your stomach aside first. We know there are people who can never control that. But if we have good percentage of people who are straightforward in the aim of affair, why not? Even Traore, while Traore was busy trying to build the country, there were people who are still working for France and trying to overthrow him every day. They are still trying to pull him down. In his own country, there are still people who are working for the colonial masters. But the determination the guy has is what is going to lead him. And at the end of the day, victory will be achieved. We must not give up. The only thing we have to do is for us to position ourselves where we need to be. And forget this issue of blaming the colonial master. Let's just forget about that blame for once and focus on what we can do. Can we just remove our mind from that blame once and focus on what we can do? Put ourselves in order and position ourselves where we can be able to tap into the opportunity when it comes. Because it's going to come. The opportunity is already presented itself. You can see it, I can see it. That is why sometimes when I see all these idiots that are ranting up and down, forgetting what we come from, it is painful. But we must continue. We are going to be rounding up now. We have been here for almost 3 hours. My brother Greg, let's hear from you. Give us your closing remark as we round up on the program of today and prepare for the next program. Bro Greg, are you there?
Yes, thank you. Yes, which it's no more which way Nigeria, it's not which way Biafra, or the Biafrans, because Nigeria is dead. Any person that is still discussing Nigeria today, for him to carry on, that person is dreaming. Nigeria is a forgotten land. Let everyone forget Nigeria. Let the Northerners forget Nigeria. Let the South forget. Let the Middle Belt forget. Let every Easterners forget Nigeria. Anything that called Nigeria is dead. The earlier Nigerians start to understand it, the more better. I will always remember this for them. Let them remember it earlier, know it earlier, think it earlier, and do it earlier. Nigeria is not more existing. Look at a common child, Papa, that said that he went to buy egg that we used to sell 800 and they were crying that it's too expensive. Now it's 6,000 something. And the child was crying, asking Tinubu questions. And the person, the copper, this thing, started calling the child on telephone and threatening that child. Is that a country? That is not a country. Because nobody is free. No single man is free in Nigeria. If they can try to call a child that is having 1 year service as a youth child, after 4 years of your university or 5 years, 6 years, you will go to serve Nigeria, a country who will provide you house and allowances for you to feed. And the allowance they will give those children will not be enough for them to even enter taxi. Those allowances cannot take them home. Those allowances cannot give them even nothing. And when the child cry up, there's somebody who is on the power on telephone and start threatening the little child. So that is the kind of country you want to build. And somebody will be deceiving you if people become it will change. It will never change. If Atiku come, it will change. It can never change. Because let us assume that Tinubu have packed all the monies he wants in this world and he wants things, it will not change. The person behind him will say, "Oh, because you have gathered all your money, now you want the corruption to stop." It cannot stop. All the aboros that Tinubu train in Lagos, how will he do? What will he do with them? All the criminal government he planted, what will he do with them? All the governors, senators that he packed in power, how will he stop them into power? Because he brought them in with corruption. People don't understand how rotten Nigeria is. Nigeria is totally rotten. Look at the military. Look at how military is terrorizing people. Look at the military. Are you telling me that Nigeria is a country that will survive? A military will just bank into a big building like this and start using their gun and everything, breaking those places. How long will this thing change? How will the P2B change when he enters power? It is impossible. The only thing that can change Nigeria today is only when Nigeria is divided. It will be better for the North. It will be better for the East and South. Let people stop deceiving themselves. Let the religions stop deceiving themselves. How long will Buhari call you as a bishop and he did nothing? Tinubu came, it was worst. It is worst. Do you think if Obi come, it will be what? You will still go to that meeting and it will not achieve anything. Why are you deceiving people? Why are you deceiving people? Why not take Tinubu on his face? Divide Nigeria, let the Northerners go themselves and build themselves. Let the South go and build themselves. Let other people go and build themselves. That is supposed to be the answer. Why are you afraid to stand on your feet as a nation? Why are other tribes afraid to stand on their feet? How many millions are Luxembourg? How many millions is Finland, Iceland? How many millions is what do you call it, Malta? Are they not standing as a nation? Are they not surviving? At least they have their own life. They can manage whatever they have and they are secured. Why is Nigeria bleeding? Because all the so-called elites are criminals. From local government chairman to the what do you call it? To the presidency is 100% corrupt. What do you think that make Musa? Why was he crying because Canada denied him visa? You think he was crying because he did not attend that? No. He wanted to go there and look for the kind of building he want to buy because he knows most of his successors are bought. He want to go and use his eyes, went physically and inspect what he want, the property he want to buy in Canada. So majority of them that went there, that is what they want to do. If you are in Britain, Britain will not deny them visa. Britain want them to pack those money and come. They don't care what Nigerians are suffering. It's not their business. Because when they go, they know about if 10 of them or if 20 of them come, at least there's no 115 will not buy a house in Britain. That is obvious. So because Musa did not succeed in going to Britain, Canada to buy property, that is why he was making problem. Not that what is two difference? Somebody deny you visa, you start crying. Shame. Shame to you, called yourself Nigeria. Biafrans, the earlier you wake up, the more better for you. So wake up and support what the United States of Biafra is doing. Wake up and support this government. Stop looking at these evil people. Let them stop deceiving you. The people that denied you declaration of Biafra cannot work for you to achieve Biafra. It is impossible. All those portfolio you see them carrying is just deceiving you. Everything they do is deceit. They go and attach picture of Ogen Kere on the occasion that he did not even attend. They do photocopying picture there and show you. And they do another one arrow pointing where Ogen Kere is. And when the full camera come, nobody found the Ogen Kere there. Why are they the same people? These are the people you are trusting that will bring you Biafra. Shame to those people who follow them. My only anger is not even against Nigeria now. My only anger is against the Biafrans who are still delaying this movement. That is my problem. Thank you, my brother Choose. And my Max. God bless Biafrans. Stay strong, my people. All the media who are preaching the truth gospel. Remain on truth. Don't blackmail Ogenkere for anything that Ogenkere did not do. Don't put it. No media should put it on him. Say exactly what he did. He refused to do account or to give us accountability. He refused to obey the order of Simon Ekpa. He gave order for armies to stop fighting, and they were killing our people. These are his offenses against Biafra. I don't believe in propaganda. I believe in reality. So those evil he did, I will call him evil for that. Am I praying for his death? No. I want him to live. But those things evil he did, I will call it out as evil. Only him know why he did all those evil. That is my message to him. I will continue telling him the truth. Is he a brother? Yes. But he did evil. What he did was evil. And we will continue telling him, let him stay aside and let the honest people fight for Biafra. Thank you, and God bless all of you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let's hear from our brother Max. Our brother Max, give us your closing remark. Are you there, Max?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here, Max. Thank you that we have come to the end of this great broadcast today. Biafrans, the only thing I would tell each and every one of us, United States of Biafran people, is that the freedom of our land, the freedom of our own people lies in our hands. It is not in the hands of those people that also created the problem we are going through. They created the institutions of contraption that we find ourselves in today for their own convenience. That is how they created it, for easy administration. That was how the zoo was created and forced upon us. Knowing who you are, they refuse to make you at least part of the heads of that contraption, because they know that you are going to override every obstacle and make yourself a great people. They didn't want that to happen. The most useless among, let me call the children, these are the people that they get. People that you saw, even with quota system, they cannot progress. With quota system, they can never progress. Why you are burning candles and reading in Biafra land to qualify for unity schools? The rest, even with quota, they cannot. That is the kind of people that they have joined us together. And reasons why we must free ourselves from that contraption, from that evil, is for our dignity to be restored as we were before. They join us together and to make our land sacred. The Hausa today has been emasculated. They can no longer, their dignity has been taken away from them. And such will not happen during our time. And that is the reason why you must support my people. And as you do that, Chukwu Okike Abiama will never abandon us. I thank you, Mazi Chicks, for having me. And my love to each and every one of you in the comment section. Mazen Namdekan, Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Arabweze, her cabinet members, and every genuine Biafra that are pursuing the sovereignty, the overall and the international recognition of the sovereignty of the United States of Biafra. I thank you all.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother Max. I appreciate you. And my brother Greg, I appreciate you all for your support on the program today, for all your contributions. I appreciate you. May Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to guide and protect every one of us. For everyone that have been part of this program today from beginning to the end, please do not be discouraged. continue to stand strong. Victory is sure, no matter how hard it is, no matter how difficult it is. Sometimes it will look impossible. Sometimes you think about it, it will look impossible. But I bet you it is very, very possible. If you really believe that Chukwu Okike Abiama owns this project, it is possible. Because if they tell you that Burkina can be able to kick France away, kick France in their butt to get out of their country, to ordinary person it is impossible. You can't imagine it. But when the time came, they were positioned and they did what they have to do. That is what we are doing today, positioning ourselves where we are supposed to be. For this opportunity that is presenting itself, we have to use it. And we're going to use it effectively and get out of the zone. It doesn't matter how they try to do it. It doesn't matter their propaganda, their blackmail, their bribery, and whatever. Chukwu Okike Abiama is going to give us that opportunity, and we're going to grab it and run with it. May Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect every Biafran, guide and protect our Deputy Prime Minister, guide and protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, guide and protect our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who will be coming to court very soon. We pray that he will be protected. No weapon formed or fashioned against us shall prosper. Thank you so much for being part of this program. I will see you again tomorrow by the grace of Chukwu Okike. Stay blessed.
Naya kalakana kwa lerino mwangulu Ngula matali woso jere futa mbaka njuba diali Mama abulezi okwenu Naba kalakelu egonezi enwe Nubocha kalakelu egonudezi Makana baba neno waralu nunuteyi Umu Biafra kunyenwe Umu Biafra kunyenwe Unanu kwa ni mono nuno mono nezi biakenenwe Ono nenu lira tono nanda kulugu seji tono nugu banataye Kanyi wele fobi wena tabanu banyo Makana nyuko no 1 million we bofu wa mabulezi okwe Naka ni kwata milake kwa waja siyenyi ka kesu ezo pabule bewelo tamano Umu Biafra kuyenwe